Hello everyone and welcome to this video where we explain the board paper pattern for the English language for the English medium students of Standard 10th. Now Standard 9th possibly went by in a flash and you find yourself at the precipice of Standard 10th, and the best way to get into studying for Standard 10th is to be well prepared and well aware. So let me make you well aware by explaining the board paper pattern for your English language paper. So let's get started. If you take a look at the English board paper pattern, you will see that this is a 100 marks paper and this is a 3-hour examination. Let's take a look at the paper pattern overall. Now this is an overview of your paper pattern and it consists, as you can see, of 6 different sections totaling a 100-mark paper. You have the language studies section, the textual passages section, the poetry section, the unseen, that is the non-textual passages section, writing skills section, and creative writing section. As you can see, they give you a 100-mark paper. Now let's discuss each of them in detail. The question of language study begins with question 1A, under which you have A1 and A2, which are both do as directed questions, and you also have language study in question 1B of your paper, which is also a do as directed question. Now don't be fooled by the same format of these 3 questions. Even though they essentially mean the same, the level of difficulty is different. For example, A1 question has simple questions and question A2 will have medium level questions, whereas question 1B will be the difficult questions that you will have to tackle. So the do as directed in each of these questions increases in its level of difficulty, as you can see, and together these 3 will fetch you a total of 20 marks, with 8 marks each for A1 and A2 and 4 marks for question 1B. Now I would like to take this moment to tell you how does the Target Publications English Kumarbharati notes help you, that is equip you to get the maximum out of these 20 marks. Let's take a look at how we have helped you study in this section in our notes. First of all, we have a separate language studies section crafted especially to give you a lot of practice. So we have these 2 sections, language study 1 and language study 2, behind in the book, and this extra section is a set of 40 questions which will give you enough practice to tackle the first question of your paper. Now besides this extra separate section in the book, we also have language study provided at the end of every single chapter. So again, we have given you a language study practice at the end of every single chapter to help you with the first question, that is question 1A1, A2 and question 1B. Now of course, we also have some language study questions at the end of every extract of every chapter, which I will point out in just a moment. But so far, so good. Now another unique feature of the Target English Kumarbharati notes is that not only do we provide you with questions for practice, but we also give you the theory that equips you to solve these questions. Now what do I mean by that? For example, in a do as directed question, you may be asked to change the type of sentence. And then we have given you the question and we have given you the answer for practice. But what if you do not remember what that type of sentence exactly is? And for that case exactly, we have given you an extra section which we call as the grammar section. In this grammar section, you will find the theory related to different concepts, as you can see. So for example, if you have forgotten the transformation of sentences, you can quickly flip back to your book and find the theory ready, waiting to explain to you the meaning of the question itself. So this is an extra aid that we have provided to help you with the language study section. Now, if you look at question 2, you will see that question 2A and 2B are both passage-based questions, and in particular, both these passages will be textual passages. And now you can see that both of these passages will have 5 types of questions, that is simple factual, complex factual, vocabulary-based, grammar-based, and open-ended or personal response questions. Let's take a look at how we have tackled these in our notes. And as you can see, the chapter is divided into extracts. And under each extracts, you have been given the format that you need to solve the paper correctly. That is, each of them have all the different types of questions: simple factual, complex factual, vocabulary-based, grammar-based, and open-ended and personal response questions. So you can see we have covered every single type of question under every single extract. Now at this point, I would like to reiterate that language study may also have some questions in the grammar section at the end of every single extract. Now, after you have seen this, let's move on to question 3. Now, question 3a is a poem-based question. And in this question, you will get 3 types of different questions, that is simple factual, complex factual, and vocabulary or poetic devices. And question 3b mainly deals with the appreciation of the poem, which you know has to include these very special 8 points, that is the title, the name of the poet, the theme or the central idea, the rhyme scheme, the figures of speech, special features of the poem, favorite line or lines that you enjoy, and finally why you like or dislike the particular poem. Now, to deal with this question 3a and 3b, let's take a look at what we have provided in our notes. First of all, as you can see, even the poem has been broken up into extracts, and under each extract is the exact format that you need. That is simple factual questions, complex factual questions, and of course, vocabulary and poetic devices question. And as you can see, you have been provided with ample practice to help you gain the maximum out of this poetry section. And of course, as you can see, we have also provided you with the appreciation in the paragraph format for each and every single poem in the book. And this is done especially so you can take maximum advantage of those 10 marks that are easy to obtain with the help of these appreciations given to you in our notes. But that's not all. The most unique feature of buying the Target English Kumarbharati notes is that we have also provided you with a video that explains to you the meaning of the poem, helps you out with its poetic devices, and helps you understand the general idea of the poem itself. So you simply scan the QR code, which is placed at the end of every poem in our book, and it will take you to a link which takes you to the video that helps you understand the poem and its poetic devices. Now, moving on to question 4. Now, question 4a, as you can see, is based on the unseen or the non-textual passage for comprehension. And again, this unseen passage also has 5 types of questions: simple factual, complex factual, vocabulary-based, grammar-based, open-ended, and personal response questions. And in question 4b, you have the question for summary writing. And you have to write a summary of the same passage that has been given to you in question 4a. Now remember that this is an unseen passage question. So to help you understand and answer unseen passages, we have provided you with many such unseen passages, all following the format that is having the 5 different types of questions: simple factual, complex factual, vocabulary-based, grammar-based, and open-ended or personal response questions. I want to take this moment here to also reiterate the fact that open-ended and personal response questions have been recently given a lot more importance in your syllabus. And even if these questions are not part of your textual questions, we have given you an open-ended or personal response question for every single chapter or poem in our book. Now, we have also given you a large number of examples to help you with the summary or précis writing so you can tackle question 4b fully and efficiently. Now we move on to question 5. Now, question 5 begins the writing skills section, and question 5a deals with letter writing, which may be a formal or an informal letter, and question 5b deals with the dialogue writing and the interview questions. Now remember, each of them have 5 marks each, and let's see what kind of practice will you be able to avail with your English Kumarbharati notes. Now, at the offset, I would like to say that not only do we provide the formal and the informal letters, as you know, we also give you this extra bit of information that helps you understand what each part of the letter should be. So we have given you this extra piece of information to help you write the letter in the first place. Now, besides that, of course, we have included informal letters and formal letters to help you tackle question 5A for 5 marks. And of course, we have the dialogue writing examples and the interview questions to tackle question 5B. Now, moving on to question 6A and 6B. Question 6A is the information transfer section, again for 5 marks. In this section, you could either be asked to transfer non-verbal information to verbal information or from verbal to non-verbal. And in question 6B, you have the speech writing or the view counter view section, again for 5 marks. And in this section, you may be asked to write a speech, or you may be asked to give a view or a counter view of a particular topic. So let's see if we have included this in our book. And of course, we have the information transfer section giving you the examples from verbal to non-verbal transfer and also from non-verbal to verbal transfer. And of course, we also have view and counter view, ample practice again to tackle this question. And finally, we also have speech writing included in this section to help you tackle question 6. And we come to the final and the last question of your paper pattern, that is question 7. In question 7, in the question 7A, we have the expansion of theme or a news report based on a given headline. And we have question 7B, which is basically developing a story or narrating an experience, or you have developing a story only. And of course, we have included these examples in our English Kumarbharati notes. We have given you ample examples of news and report writing, and a plethora of examples are available for expanding the theme or for developing a story or narrating an experience. So as you can see, you have full coverage of the paper pattern in your English Kumarbharati notes. Now let me take this moment to tell you what else is available in your English Kumarbharati notes. We have also provided you with 2 model question papers for practice. And finally, the cherry on top is the addition of the board question paper. The very recent examination, that is board question paper of March 2019, has also been included in our English Kumarbharati notes. So this was an overview of your English paper pattern for Standard 10th. And I would like to tell you that there is no other book that can give you intense coverage of this paper pattern like the English Kumarbharati target notes. As you have seen for yourself, we have crafted this book especially to help you tackle the English paper with ease. So I hope this video was informative to you and you were able to understand the English paper pattern so you can go ahead and start studying for the next very important and very crucial year. Thank you for watching.